Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 85 of Europa Universalis IV. We're still in this war that I started to take Augsburg, which we already have, and I don't know why I've got those guys just standing around there doing it. They were kind of defending it. Let's use those guys to go around and do the sort of stack wipe. We do have a colonialism CB against Castile. But I don't really want to go to war with Castile while I am fighting with all these guys. Doing such a thing would be very, very stupid indeed. So what I'm basically doing is just using my armies to just go around here and wipe some of these little stacks out, just to try and stop the enemy from besieging stuff. Don't think I have an awful lot to worry about. I am going to go up 1 in speed, just because I think it'll make it a little bit easier. I am sieging a fair few provinces out on my own. The enemy's attempting to siege a few of mine out, but I don't think it's going to help them an awful amount. You guys are thinking about unsieging Salzburg. Well, that's very, very, very good of you. What I'm going to do is just stop moving a second. You guys are going to force march your way over there. You guys have done. So you guys can go down there and stat wipe those guys. So we're winning a lot of the sieges now, which is going to be really good for us. I see we've got a Milanese army down there. We'll go and deal with those shortly as well, because all of my troops are sort of forming together. We'll get there on time. Those guys don't stand a chance. They're just going to get completely destroyed, and they have done. Lose 10 prestige or get +2 national unrest, although it's only for a year. I've already lost a lot of prestige. I am in a war, but we're not really gaining a lot of prestige. So I'm going to go ahead and take the national unrest. I think we should be okay. We're sieging that out, so we're not going to do anything there. Won the siege of Lombardia, which is great. Now means you guys can come down here and try and smash some face. Now, as I said, I won't be able to take too much away from some of these nations, just for overextension purposes. So let's just go and have a look and see if we were to sue for peace with Milan. Could I take these 2 provinces from you? No, you wouldn't give me those 2 provinces if they were the only 2 I asked for. How far behind? -8. Not much at all. Well, I'm going to keep fighting them, because that will allow me to get some more war score against them and potentially get them to break some of their treaties. So let's go ahead and keep sieging things out. You guys can... oh, no, you guys can just move into there, I think. So this is costing us some manpower. It's not really costing us any money. We can get our new Diplotech. Let's go ahead and do that, mainly because it keeps us ahead of time and we get our production efficiency there. We still have a mission that we haven't taken yet. We could take Alicante. It might be worth taking that after this war is over and actually going to war with Castile once we... going to war with Castile once we've actually finished this war. If everyone else is in... a truce with us and can't attack us, that could be very, very useful for us. So I'm just going around here and just trying to clear up a few of these little troops that are lying around. We've won the siege of Trier, so you guys can move down. You guys can move down into here. Obviously, we're going to get a lot of war score against Austria, which is what we want. You guys have pretty much... I guess there was a cavalry or a cannon that got crushed and didn't manage to make it, but we should be able to go and destroy those guys there. You guys have finished what you're doing, so you can go ahead and move into Trent and finish those guys out there. Milan seem to want to peace out now. Oddly enough, when I made this offer a little bit earlier, they weren't all that interested. Looks like we have won another Austrian siege. So let's go ahead and move you into this territory. Won the siege of Lienz. Let's get you moved into here. All doing very, very good. Are we close to getting any more sieges against Milan? Not really. Are they willing to give me what I want yet, though? Yes, they are. What else would you give me? Would you give me war reparations? Nope. Then we carry on. Because they're going to have loads of money. Let's group you guys together. You can go into there and deal with those guys. Stop them from besieging. Try and take some stuff away from Austria. Because Austria's already... Austria is quite big, but they've managed to sort of grow in towards the Commonwealth, which is the bit that's a little bit annoying. So we've already sieged out most of Austria's stuff over on this side, which is why we're just concentrating on trying to deal with Milan right now. Won another siege. Let's move down to there. Austria's trying to de-siege over here, but we can go and sort them out there. So they're going to start trying to de-siege a lot of stuff. What about Milan now? What would you be willing to give me? You'd be willing to go for the war reps now. Now, what about annulling treaties? Right. Do you have any relations that are worth releasing? No. Annulling treaties. Would you be willing to annul your treaties with... Actually, you don't really have treaties with anyone I care about. So let's take as much money from them as they'll let us, and let's peace them out. So that makes life a lot easier from us. We've got a couple more provinces there. And we don't have to worry about fighting Milanese troops anymore. So let's grab all of these guys. Let's go and just throw them all up into the mountains. And obviously we've got some Bohemian troops here now. Won a few more sieges. Now then, Austria. What do I want to take from Austria? Taking Salzburg would be quite nice. It's a really high value province though. Would we be able to take that from Austria? No, they're not even willing to give us that. We're quite some way behind grabbing that. It's a really, really high value province. I think we just need to try and completely blanket siege Austria at this point. Which is definitely something that we're going to try and go for. Let's group you guys together. You're going to come over here and just deal with some suppression. Anyone that wants military access, I guess, can have military access. I could start the coring over here, but the problem is if I start coring and I lose these provinces or they get sieged out, then I actually lose the core. But I guess we could go ahead. They're going to take a while anyway. So let's go ahead and start coring where we can. Hopefully we won't lose anything there. These guys are counter-sieging. Well, they're trying to unsiege, but we can go and deal with that. We haven't had the call for peace yet, so that's fine. I don't think we're at war with Milan anymore. Why are we still... Just because their random troops are still in their territory. That's fine. Yeah, there's nothing else that we really need to take. So I'm just going to concentrate on going around and just doing little stat wipes where I can. How are things going over here? Austria aren't in any position to try and mount any kind of defense, so I'm just going to keep spreading out and trying to siege as much as possible. Okay, now we're getting the call for peace. We're getting the call for peace because we've had the war goal for so long. That is understandable. But we can hang on for a tiny bit longer. Because we've got a lot of sieges with Austria that are very close to being finished. So we don't have to worry too much about that. Antilles, give some more tariffs, yeah. Do need to keep our eye on them, make sure nobody wants to... See, Nouvelle-Flandre, their tariff efficiency is 52%, which means that they will be heading towards high liberty desire. So we do need to keep our eye on that. I should be able to move up and deal with any of these guys before they have a chance to unsiege. In fact, we're going to move up there and start dealing with that now. Apparently, we've just won another siege, which is this one here, and another siege. Okay, Austria might actually be willing to give us what we want already. Yeah, they'll be willing to give us Salzburg. Would you give us... do we want you to annul any treaties? If you annulled your treaties with Great Britain, that would be really nice. So let's keep working towards that. I know, again, the call for peace is going to hurt us, but getting the, Austria to break their treaty with Great Britain would be really, really useful for us. So we're going to go through and try and wipe out some of these stacks up here. Austria are really, really weak by this point. We're wiping out... And again, there's another province that's been sieged. So we're just moving around, wiping as much stuff out as possible. Another province siege there. Let's go ahead and move into more of your territory. We're just going to keep checking periodically until they actually will go for the peace deal. Minus 16, so not quite there yet. Come on, autosave. Stop being annoying. So you guys are just literally going to go all through here. Wipe all of these guys out. You guys can potentially get yourself down into bits of Austria that haven't been sieged and start sieging there. All looking good. There are still a few, like, Bohemian troops around and stuff, but I'm not bothered about that. We could try and siege out Bohemia. Because Bohemia only has 3 provinces, to be honest. So maybe that's something that we could and should consider doing. Okay, what have we got going on here? We have lost our military advisor. We don't have a military tech, but I was considering going for our... we're using force march a bit, and I was also considering going for quantity ideas. So let's get the level 3 military advisor. As soon as we've won a couple more of the sieges over here against Austria, I may jump in and start sieging out Bohemia. Yes, we've got the call for peace, which is going to be annoying, but we're also doing quite well over here. Right, you guys, come through here, walk through there, march into Bohemia. Okay, 10 admin power or 10 prestige. Let's take the prestige, because the admin power's not too bad right now. Someone trying to siege out Trent. Probably not really going to help them. In fact, I'm not bothered about that province. You just go over there and sort of deal with the guys hanging around in Trent. Got some grain. So what I'm going to do here is I'm pretty much going to try and carpet siege Bohemia, or at least as much of it as I can. Lose 1 stability and gain an inflation, or gain 3 inflation. I'll just take the inflation for now. You guys get over there. You're going to siege the 3rd Bohemian province. You guys are just sitting over there. You guys don't need to be there anymore, so you can come and start making sure these sieges don't get undone. Okay, well, we're winning a lot of wars here. Won another siege. That's Austrian territory. We can go ahead and siege that. I'd be very interested to see what I could get from Bohemia if we manage to defeat them in the in this war. So that's one of the reasons why I'm just allowing this to go on, even though we're getting the call for peace. But we don't want to peace out yet. Yeah, monthly or exhaustion plus 0.1, so it's not the worst that it could be. You're trying to unsiege, so let's go and deal with that. They're also trying to unsiege the war goal. That's not going to help them because they don't even have enough men to manage to unsiege that. In fact, I mean, we've already got a 100% war score anyway. They've got 8,000 men and 2,000 cavalry. They literally have nothing left at all. They're trying to unsiege a few things, but it's really not going to help them. I just want to see if we can get some sieges done up here, if possible. And then we need to go and sort the troops out. No, that's just... Another siege has been won. So, we'll just keep sieging stuff. Just keep sieging stuff and taking massive attrition. You know how it goes. They're trying to unsiege something there, but it's not going to make an awful lot of difference. 42%. Bohemia is nearly sieged out. Not sure if we can separate peace Bohemia. Yeah, we can separate peace them. So we might be able to get them to repeal an imperial reform. So what was the last imperial reform? What have we got here that's anything that's useful? Force member states to solve their disputes in courts of law rather than on battlefields. It would actually be nice if we could remove that, because that would mean that the HRE members, what few of them are left, will be able to fight between each other, which makes life a little bit more fun for me. Well, I've never really taken anything from the Emperor before, because normally when I play EU4 and I'm doing anything anywhere close to the HRE, it's usually Austria that's the Emperor, and they're usually quite difficult to get enough war score against. So I think we might actually do quite well here, as it's Bohemia. It might make life a little bit easier. Just make sure you're not going to go and unsiege that. We'll just make sure you're not going to go and unsiege that. 21% there. There's another siege done. We just need to wait for this one now, and then we are literally ready to finish there. So, lose a lot of ducats, and there's a chance that our heir will die and we'll gain 5 legitimacy. Or there's a 75% he will die and we'll gain 25% of 30 legitimacy. Or we'll just take that one. Yeah, the heir died. Oh well, never mind. Do we even have a new heir? Not at the moment. Yep, we've got a new heir. And he's a 304. He's a bit crap, but he is an heir nonetheless. So, let's carry on and wait until we've got this province sieged out over here. It shouldn't take too long. We are still sieging out a couple of Austrian provinces. Let's make sure we keep that going. There's another province one. I think we should be able... I don't really want to take a lot from Austria. Just, well, Salzburg would be nice. But anything we can take to sort of weaken them is going to be worth it. So we're definitely going to wait for all of that to finish. And then we'll start rebuilding our army, and then we'll consider what we're going to do against Austria. Not Austria, sorry, Castile. Right, so, Bohemia, what can we get from you? 99%, we could... He's the Emperor, so we can't actually full annex them, which is a real shame. Although we don't technically have a 100% war score against him. What could we get from you? Revoking Imperial Reform. Null treaties with Austria. We could get you to cede 2 of your provinces. Revoke cause. I would prefer you to revoke an imperial reform. Wow, we can't even do that. And that's because current peace officer minus 100%. It's because we don't have a 100% war score against them. How can we not have a 100% war score against them? When we clearly have a 100% war score against them. We've got all of their lands. That's really strange. So, because we don't have a 100% war score against Bohemia... Oh well, we'll leave it a little while longer. I know this call for peace is hurting us, but it's not absolutely terrible. We'll keep moving some units out and see what we can do. We'll check it again in a few minutes and just see if we've actually gained anything else from them. You're trying to de-siege something, which I don't particularly like. Yeah, that's very strange that we don't have a 100% war score against these guys. I only have 99. So I can't actually ask them to revoke a treaty because it says the... well, length of wars minus 15. Demands exceed war score minus 3. Current peace offer minus 100. I don't even have any adjacent territory to them, so... Taking anything from them would be a little bit pointless. I could get them to release another nation, but the moment I do that, they'll just fight against them anyway. Let's just jump. I should have done that earlier. I was kind of just not really concentrating on what I was doing, and I was just looking at staring at the screen. I should have gone in and tried to deal with that. Okay, we're getting a peace offer from Bohemia. Let's just beat that little stack of Austrian units that's in their territory. Does this now mean that you'd be willing to take our offer? No, you still wouldn't. We still don't have 100%. Okay, so in that case, we would definitely want war reparations from you. We want all of your money. I want you to annul your treaties with Austria and Saxony and Milan. And that's pretty much all we can get from them. Okay, so that's Bohemia out. Let's grab you guys. Now we just need to deal with Austria. Right, what do we want from Austria? We want Salzburg. Let's clear this offer. We want Salzburg. We want war reparations because you make a shed ton of money. We want you to annul your treaties with Great Britain. And Bavaria. No, you won't do Bavaria, but annul your treaties with Great Britain. Give us all your money. Already got a load of inflation. Send demand. Okay, that's done. So, got Salzburg. We need to go and core that now. Let's move everybody back into our own lands. And then we just need to make our peace with the war leader. Sue for peace. Full annexation. Send demands. Okay, so that puts us overextended. But we're going to make our cores. So that's fine. Alliance offer from the Commonwealth, we will accept. Hopefully they're not going to try and drag us back into one of their wars. We're going to move everybody into our own lands, if we can. Although we'll probably keep somebody in Salzburg, just to make sure that nothing pops up there. We can have another military leader. I think that's just because of our power projection at the moment, because we've already got 3. So we need to make sure we sort our armies out, which we will do shortly. So what have we got here? Does this have any mercs? No, that's a 10-4-6. That's perfect. Unlawful territory. No. So let's just split some of these guys up, because we've got a few different groups in here. What are you? You're a 10-4-6, so you can go over there because you're in the right sort of proportion. What about you guys? You need to be a 10-4-6-2. So let's make a new unit. We'll get rid of some of these. So that makes it a 10, a 4, and a 6. So select this unit. You can move over to Ile-de-France. Got some mercenaries somewhere which we need to sort out. What about you guys? You are a 11-4-8. So let's split you off and make you a 10-4-6. Select this unit. You can move over here to Poitou because it just makes my life a little bit easier. You don't have any mercs. 10-4-6. You don't have any mercs. What have you got? You don't have any mercs either. You're a really derpy configuration. Berar is where we'll put all the regiments that need sorting out. Let's go and grab those mercenaries and disband all of those. So Berar, Bawar. No, just move into the province. You guys, you're the right. Oh, you're missing 2 cannons. I thought you weren't. So let's go over here. I know this is a bit sort of OCD, but it's the way I like to sort things out. So we want 2 cannons from this regiment or this army. You're going to go over there, and you guys can move in here. And I'll move a lot of these guys into the provinces that we are sort of coring as well, just to try and make sure that they don't pop or anything like that. We've already got an army in Salzburg, so that's fine. We are going to need guys over here, so let's group you up. There's another army, group up. Okay, let's make sure we sort this out properly. So we need now probably find that we're actually going to be over in terms of cannons and down in terms of infantry, simply because the numbers that we lose in battle. Let's transfer all of these across and just bring back 6. There we go. Select this unit. You are going to go and sit in here. So most of these are sorted out now, and as you can see, we have a lot of extra cannons, and we're very short on infantry and short on cavalry. So what are we like in terms of our force limit anyway? We're under, but not by a huge amount. So let's go ahead and do we have any infantry there at all? Yeah, so we need 6 infantry and 4 cavalry. Oh, stability drop. Oh, our king's died. Well, we won't be able to start a war against Castile just yet then, because we've got a regency council for a few years. That's a bit of a pain in the neck. Okay, let's carry on and do this then. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry. And 1, 2, 3, 4 cavalry. So that's a little bit of a pain. We broke our alliance with Brandenburg. Did we really? Why is that? They're outraged towards us. Because of why? Aggressive expansion, mostly. Let's go ahead and try and improve relations with them. That's a little bit unfortunate. Royal marriage offer from the Commonwealth, which we will take. Do we still have royal marriages with our other allies? Portugal. Corsica. What have we got here? 13 noble regiments in Avignon, plus 25 local autonomy in Anjou, or lose 33 diplo power. We'll take the 13 noble regiments in Avignon, thank you very much. Which is... where? Can never find provinces when I'm looking for them. Sure it was down here somewhere. Okay, just going to have to search for it, aren't I? Is it this little one? Yeah, that's why I can never find it, because it's tiny. You guys, because you've got the leader. You get down there to Avignon. You group up. It's only 13 regiments, so it should be fine. We've lost another advisor, which is our Diplo advisor this time. Let's go and get diplomatic reputation. That might help patch up some of the wounds. So we'll wait till those guys arrive in Avignon. We'll continue trying to rebuild our armies. We've got potential uprisings. Austrian Patriots, Lombard Patriots. Okay, those guys are in place, so let's get the noble regiments. We'll win that one nice and easily. Let's get all these guys into the right place. You can move up. Lots of pop-ups now because units are getting into the spots that they're supposed to be in. Obviously, there's still a few provinces here that we're working on cores, but they're nearly done. And one of the problems we're having, of course, is we are overextended. So that is causing a few problems, but that'll go away soon. Oh, wow, I've still got some guys down here that are black flagged. So what have we got here? Trade efficiency minus 10%. Or local unrest plus 10. Yeah, we'll just take the minus trade efficiency. I didn't realise I still had 2 regiments of guys down there. Let's get these guys into Tyrol for now. Is there any more troops over here in the furthest reaches of Austria that I'm missing? It doesn't appear to be, so we should be okay there. There we go, there's a couple of cores done, so we're no longer massively overextended. We have a self-sustaining colony, which is now French Columbia. I thought this was going to be French California, I thought. Did I misread something? Where's the colonial region? Yeah, Colonial California. That's strange. Oh, well, not to worry. We are still going to... see, we've got Oregon now, which is sort of being captured by the Spanish. I still don't think we can block them yet. They're trying to colonize here as well, which is a real pain. Because I can't really stop them. There's only so far north they can go anyway. I guess I could go and grab the other coastal province, which would probably make the most sense there. And then we can come down and start trying to colonize these provinces as well. So that's not making life too easy for us. Let's go back over here and just sort out the rest of these troops. I know this is something that I could probably do off camera, because it's not a very interesting thing to watch. But what normally happens is something pops up all of a sudden while I'm trying to do it. And then I'm like, ah, now you guys can't see what's happening. Another imperial reform, which is not good. Really strange that it wouldn't give me the 100%. That was really stupid. Let's group these guys together. And we're just going to do a straight split on them, actually. Because it is sort of perfect stats. We can leave some of them in Tyrol. There won't be a problem at all. You guys are going to group up. And we're going to make another appropriate stack. Let's get rid of all those cannons. We're way over on cannons right now. So there's another 20 stack. You can move out. So now it just sort of leaves us 22 cannons. Do we have any force limit left? A little bit. Probably enough to make one more army. Oh, it's extra diplomatic relation. We're maxed out on diplo relations with Brandenburg. We won't get a royal marriage with them because they're outraged towards us. Not sure if we'd be able to deal with that. Should have sided with the Commonwealth in their attempt to take out Brandenburg. Commonwealth has actually eaten into Brandenburg a little bit. The Commonwealth is still doing well. I can see we're going to end up having to fight against those at some point. Still haven't selected a mission yet. Create a fortress in Navarra. Definitely, yes. What is our current tradition? Not quite capped. So we will go and create that fortress in Navarra, which is over here. So buildings, go and create a Star Bastion. That'll give us some more army tradition. And that's probably a good place to stop. I do need to sort the... In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and trash these cannons. I know that is a waste of money and a waste of manpower, but it's much easier doing that and just clicking on another template and saying build there. Because that'll get done nice and easily. We do still have a few potential rebel uprisings because we have a lot of national unrest. Most of that is from the war exhaustion. A little bit from the overextension. The overextension we're working on. The war exhaustion I'm going to reduce because we've got the diplo power to do it. So let's just go and have a look at that now. Yeah, we do still have positive national unrest, but that will go away. Most of that is coming from the overextension. Of course, we also lost some stability as well. Another self-sustaining colony, which is excellent. Now, the big problem that we've got here is we can't colonize... Again, we can't colonize this because we don't have a core province next to it. And I very much doubt that we're going to be able to colonize it before Castile do, because they're being a little bit of a pain there. We have sort of blocked them off a little bit. They're definitely trapped, and if we go to war with Castile, we're very, very easy going to end up taking out all their colonial stuff over here, so that's not too much of a problem at all. Norwegian, Mexico aren't going anywhere either, and Great Britain don't have an awful lot of holdings left over here. The British West Indies is like, I think, one province, and they've got a little bit left up the top in the form of Newfoundland, although saying that, Norway's actually attacking them there, and French Canada's attacking them over here. So we may end up getting called into that war at some point, although I doubt it. And I think we might just find that our colonial nations are now strong enough to just go out and completely destroy anything left in North America on their own. So I'm not too bothered about that at all. Are we up to our force limit yet? No, we are still below. We have a peasants' revolt over here. In Salzburg. Now, they started with reduced morale. They got a massive penalty because they're the attackers, we are the defenders. They may win that, actually. We're losing a lot of men there quickly. No, we did actually win. We lost a lot of men, but that recent uprising helps things out. And I'm just about to say, we are still below our force limit. If we do another 20, we'll actually be over. And we don't have a great deal of manpower left in the bank. So I may just decide to leave that for some time. But there we go. We've got our standing army rebuilt. Generally, things are going very well. We're mainly just waiting for those cores because it's the overextension that is hurting us right now. And yeah, it's going to be about a year's time before that is finished. We could go ahead and boost the stability. That's an awful lot of admin power. Though we've got quite a lot of it left. Though if we wait until the overextension goes away, we'll lose 30% of that penalty. So I think that is a very, very good place to stop. We've managed to take a little bit more from Austria. We've taken another country over completely. And we've taken a little bit more from Milan. So we are growing. We are becoming a much, much stronger nation. I do need to send out some diplomats to some people as well. So let's just go and improve some relations with the Commonwealth. And we'll sort out all the rest of it when we come back next time. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Europa Universalis IV. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.